I honestly can't even remember when was the last time I finished an entire donut. Like I normally would just take one bite and then tell myself to stop because obviously it's bad for you and it's gonna make you fat, blah blah blah. I'm so tired of that. I'm so tired of like constantly telling myself not to eat this and not to eat that. I'm so tired of worrying about my weight and about my body. I'm just so tired of feeling guilty whenever I eat something like this, and then I just can't stop thinking about how much extra calories I consume from like a donut or from ice cream. So today I'm just gonna be like, screw that. I want to eat entire donuts, so I'm just gonna do it. Like if one donut is not enough, I still have another two. Hi guys, my name is Angie. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I just want to sit down and chat with you guys while eating donuts. You know, just a girl talk video. As you can see, I'm so prepared. I'm wearing my pajama, in my bed, having donuts in my hand, and let's just start it. I know you probably say that, well, eating donuts is not really the healthiest thing to do in the world, but I don't really care about it that much. Just it's really because I cared way too much during the entire quarantine period. My body is so tired of it, my brain is so tired of it, so now I'm just like, I want to be free. I want to be free of all of this. In this video, I want to be 100% transparent with you guys and also 100% honest on what I've been eating during quarantine and how I feel and how I deal with it when I find out that I gained 2 kilograms after the quarantine. And it's something that I normally don't want to speak about because during the entire process, myself feel pretty vulnerable. But the reason that I decided to share with you guys is I feel like maybe some of you are going through the same things that I'm going through right now, and I'm hoping that this could help you a little bit. Like even just a tiny little bit, I will be very happy. How should I start it? I guess before quarantine, I would consider myself as physically active. I do go to gym like 3 to 4 times a week, and I was on like a more or less clean diet. I've actually started to train with a personal trainer starting from the end of January, and then by April, the first week of April, which is when the quarantine happened in Singapore, I've already seen like noticeable progress I've achieved, and I was really happy. But then the quarantine happened, the gym closed, and you know, you can't really go anywhere. I do have like small equipment at home, like ab rollers and elastics and dumbbells, and I will work out at home basically every other day, and my trainer would train me virtually about 3 times a week. And I was eating in that period of time, I would say for 3 weeks of quarantine in April, I was still eating like the way I was eating before the quarantine, and I would say everything was still fine and under control at that stage. Like I don't know why, starting in May, I was just so anxious that I would lose the progress I've achieved before, because I feel like the intensity of working out at home cannot be compared to when I was training at a gym. So I talked to my trainer about it, and he suggested me to increase the intensity of home workout, and at the same time I still feel like that was not enough, and I basically stopped myself from eating any junk food like chips, pizza, donuts, whatever, like you name it. When I say I stopped myself from eating it, I mean not eat it at all, like not even touch about it, not like just having a one bite and then stop. Like I would really not eat it at all. And that was already hard, you know, like because I see that quarantine has like already has a negative impact on my mental and physical states, and not be able to eat whatever I wanted to eat just make things like worse and even more difficult. And your girl Angie did not just stop at this stage, although I've already seen the red flags and here and there, and I didn't stop. in June, I made two decisions. The first one was jogging 30 minutes every day, and the second one was try to be vegetarian. I know this might not be a big deal for some people, but for me, like, that was such a big commitment. First of all, I hate jogging. I don't know why. It's just really not in my DNA. For the like the longest time, I've always tried to do other cardio alternatives like, you know, cycling, swimming, kickboxing. I just don't like jogging. But then jogging is pretty much the only choice I have during quarantine, and I just went with it. In the end, I think I was okay about it. I wouldn't say that I enjoy it so much, but it became like a part of my daily routine, so I got used to it eventually. But being a vegetarian, oh my god, like that was just so hard, like 10 times, okay, 20 times harder than jogging every day. Like, I'm a meat lover myself, and also I just feel like being an Asian and being a vegetarian is almost is almost like mutually exclusive. Like, meat and fish really plays a huge part in like Asian cuisine. And I remember the first week I started trying to be a vegetarian, I didn't even know what to cook and how to cook. I was so clueless, and I would just like search what do I eat in a day as a vegetarian or vegan on YouTube, and trying to learn their recipe and trying to get inspirations out of it. But at the same time, I will be worrying that my protein intake wouldn't be enough since I stopped eating chickens and beef and fish. I was just having so much thing going on my brain like every single day, other than working full-time for a company. The first day I went back to the gym, I stepped on a scale, and I just wanted to know, you know, like, did I do good? Like, I was trying so hard during the quarantine. At least I will maintain the same weight and the same like fat percentage before and after quarantine, right? I almost had like a mental breakdown after when I saw on a scale that I gained 2 kilograms, and also my body fat percentage went up to 28%. So here's my number. Like I said, I want to be fully transparent with you guys. So you can see that my fat percentage went up, my muscle reduced, and I basically just gained 2 kilograms purely in fat. Like, I was extremely upset on this result. In the next several days, I was in my own bubble. Like, my trainer was trying to tell me that that's okay. He was trying to offer like professional help, and I just basically shut him down because I was too upset, and I was too, like, I don't know, like, I was obsessed about the idea, like, what did I do wrong? Like, why? Like, I tried this hard. I started jogging. I did not eat junk food. I didn't even eat meat, and how come I still gained 2 kilograms? Like, it doesn't really make sense. I was like researching on Google and trying to, like, I was trying to find a valid explanations for this happened, and I just couldn't. And then I just add extra stress on myself. Like, before that day, before the day that I weighed myself in the gym, I did not have a scale at home. And after that day, I literally went to supermarket, get a scale, and I will weigh myself religiously 3 to 4 times a day. And then I was just nuts. Like, and my craving for desserts was so strong. Like, and I one day it just exploded, and I was binge eating or whatever. And after that, I can't shut down my brain. Like, my brain was just thinking like, oh my god, like, you eat so much, and how many calories you just consumed, and how many extra exercise I need to do to burn it. And I feel so guilty, and like the relationship I had with food after I knew the result was just completely falling apart. And I just have a feeling that if I continue to go on this path, I will really develop an eating disorder. And it was so scary. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't really know how to describe like that several days and how I felt about it. And like, I mean, I always think that I'm healthy and I have no mental issues on here and that, but after this happened, I realized that I am not healthy, like I'm not healthy here. So I realized I'm the only person who is able to stop all of this craziness. And because I don't want it to, to be crazy. And then I went back to the gym. I started talking to my trainer and I told him everything. I told him what I was eating during quarantine, what I've been like training at home, and how I felt and how my mental state was after I knew I gained weight. And he was being very supportive and very patient. So he calmed me down and he gave me professional suggestions, and he also redesigned my program. So now I am already back to the gym. I'm training with him 4 to 5 times a week, and I just feel better. And I also restart eating meat like chicken and beef. Like I'm really happy, and also allow myself to eating junk foods. Like basically I'm trying to develop a healthier relationship with food, and just letting myself eating whatever my tummy tells me to eat, and also find a good balance between working out and dieting and eating. And I also recently started watching a YouTuber called Linda Sun. So in her video, she documents what she eats every single day, and I really liked her relationship with food. And you can see that she's very happy about what she's eating, and then she's working out. I see that as a big inspiration, and really like thank you Linda. I know that you might never see it, but I still wanted to say thank you for just making me feel better. And I finally feel like I'm healing in these 2 weeks. Like all of this changes happened. I'm embracing myself. I'm allowing myself to eat food. The food that I want to eat, and I just feel so much better, and I also feel so much lighter. Like I'm not that obsessed about it anymore. And I also feel like, like during the entire quarantine period, I don't know whether it's the same for you guys, like I can see so many Chloe Teen challenge videos, and I can see so many videos like what do I eat in a day as a vegan, as a vegetarian. And I see that other people achieve crazy results fitness wise during quarantine, and I gain weight, and I just feel like I'm such a loser. And I had this crazy idea as well, and I believe that somehow during quarantine I need to be productive, I need to stay disciplined, and I can't just allow myself to be lazy. I have no excuse, and let's just add extra mental burden, to myself. And even after the quarantine, like I meet up with my friends and they can't even tell that I've gained 2 kilograms, and they're just like, you look the same, what's the big deal? So for the entire time I was the only one like obsessed with the idea of weight gaining, and then adding so much extra problems to myself. And it's just, like it's just nonsense. And also I want to say at the very end is, no matter what your fitness goal is, what really matters the most should always be your mental and your physical health. And it's not all about looking good, and it should be about what feels good. I think this is pretty much the end of my video. Now I'm just gonna try to finish my donuts, and I'll pretty much just remove my makeup and I go to bed. So good night everyone. If it's morning for you or if it's afternoon for you, I wish you a happy day ahead, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Oh my god.